Hi everybody, this is Double Team and we're back with a new video. This time we will be talking about Harumatsu Bokura, and this is a manga that we have read before, and we have read 5 chapters in the previous video. So if you're interested in knowing what the manga is about exactly and our first impressions, then you can check out our first video about this one. This will be the video that is about chapter 6 till 15. So we will be discussing that, and there's only 15 chapters out right now as well. So if you want like a short romance shoujo kind of manga that doesn't publish a lot, I guess, you can check out this one. It's a really fun one. We've had fun reading it again, and yeah, we will be talking about our thoughts. And
Yeah. For just a quick behind the scenes, this is the third time we're discussing these chapters because
yeah,
recording issues, but now it's fine.
yeah, it is fine. I'm so happy that we have fixed things now. But
I couldn't pretend that never happened because I'm
no,
pretty sure we're gonna be really fast talking about this now because we already know what we think about it.
yeah, exactly. Like I wrote everything down for the previous videos. It was like, do we need to talk about it again? But it's not a bad thing because it is actually a fun manga. So don't
Yeah.
misunderstand us.
Well, we'll rant less. We know what we want to say instead of thinking about it while recording, so that's
Yeah,
better.
yeah.
Ron? Mm. I mean, think about it this way. We're doing that for you guys. So
Yeah.
for the third time. That's how invested we are.
Yep, that's true.
So overall, what are your thoughts about the manga? Like thinking about the whole thing.
Overall, like I said, it's a good fun manga. It's a good, well, not, well, it is good. It's not bad. It's just fun to read, and it has a lot of fluff, and it's really sweet, and it's a good manga to read in between more serious manga, I would say, or like long running manga. Because this one doesn't publish a lot at all, but when it does, it has like a full chapter, and you can enjoy that, and then you can just go to your other stuff again. Like it's just a fun manga to read in between, I think.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of things that can be either taken as a good thing or a bad thing, uh, depending on what you want from the manga. So if you want to be like really, really invested and have really deep characters and you're really rooting for them and wanting to know them at a deeper level, this is not that manga.
Yeah.
This is just really what you see is what you get about all of the characters and the premise itself. It doesn't try to be anything other than that, which is fine.
Hmm.
So if you want that and if you want to not be that invested or being that scared of getting a cliffhanger and then you'll be dying for weeks,
Yeah.
this is perfect for you because it's really light and really fun and you don't have to think about it.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. Like you don't have to worry about anything of cliffhangers, like Miana told you. So yeah,
On the
for
other hand, that makes it uh, the fact that you don't get those moments means that it's
yeah.
like pretty linear. So if that bores you,
Oh,
maybe it's better if you get either a more like intense manga or you read this one but hoping that it will be short because it seems like it's gonna run rather short, I think.
yeah, that's true. Like it, they don't really have like a big goal for this manga either. It's just a couple is focusing on a couple a lot of the times, and just like people getting in between,
Yeah.
and them just trying to get closer to each other and kind of discovering what love is, because the male main character obviously never has been in a relationship, and I don't think the girl has either because it's
Oh
never
no.
been mentioned before. So it's all new to them, so it's like I said, a lot of
Look,
fluff.
Thalia, she didn't know her childhood friend was a boy for
Yeah.
I don't know how many years. She hasn't been in a relationship.
Yep. So that says a lot.
Yeah.
She's
And
a
with
fun
that,
character though.
I think we'll just like do a quick spoiler warning that from now on we're gonna be spoiling everything and talking about all of the characters and situations. So
Yeah, exactly. So, I will tell you guys where we left off last time. So, in chapter 5, going to chapter 6, it's kind of like the moment where we meet Reina-chan and how awesome she is, obviously, and how she became, like, how they became friends, and close, and because of boys. I mean, that's basically it. And then we also had the whole thing with Aya-chan, him just appearing before Mitsuki out of nowhere.
Yeah, just coming like, yo,
yeah,
I like you.
Exactly, like being the pushy guy he is, and being like, hi, I'm a guy. And she's like, no, you're a girl. That's not possible. And then Toa being like really confused about it. So that's kind of where we left off last time. And like we said before, not too much has happened in those 10 chapters. It was just a lot of fluff between the two main characters, them getting closer and having sweet moments together, and then Aya-chan kind of like butting in the whole time, trying to butt in.
Yeah, I think the biggest changes in the meantime was Aya and Toa getting like going against each other and butting heads a little bit more, because Aya was being pushy and trying to get Mitsuki to go on a date, and she was like, I don't want to go on a date, and he was like, you're gonna go on a date with me, and she was like, no. She said, no, stop it.
Yeah.
And then they kind of decided to go one-on-one on basketball instead of like fighting with their fists or something.
Yeah, that happened, which was, I mean, fine, but I'm glad that Mitsuki got in between it, because I didn't want to see like a childish battle between two guys just like fighting for a girl, kind of. So I'm glad that she was like, no, let's be friends. Like, although that's kind of cliche and stuff, but I don't mind her doing that. I'm happy that she did, because this manga does have a bit of drama, but I don't want to have the drama where it's like them fighting that much over her.
Yeah, it never gets like really intense drama. Like, it's like, this is something that I'm kind of upset about, and 2 pages later it's like, it's fine now.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it gets fixed pretty easily, which is good if you don't like too much drama in shoujo. So, and I feel like they're not being too childish about it either, for them, like, for knowing their age and stuff. I think they've done it pretty mature as well, because obviously she is going to be the girl that is like worrying all the time of like, what does he think of me, and what do I have to do, and what do I mean to him, all that kind of stuff. I think that is normal when you're that age and when you're going through that, I guess. But
I think the only place in which it probably gets a little bit too much is because, I mean, she doesn't only worry about him. She's worried about, like, she's kind of socially awkward and kind of tries to go along with everybody else, but she doesn't really speak her mind or want to be a bother, so she doesn't go after, like, when everybody goes karaoke, for the most part, she's like, I don't know, they didn't invite me, should I, like, talk to them? And so she gets kind of awkward in that situation, but it's not just romance, so I guess it's just her character. But it does sometimes feel like they build that up, but they don't do anything with it. With the karaoke, they were like, this is the big thing for her. And then her friend Reina kind of took over the karaoke thing, and then the chapter ended. The next chapter, like, there wasn't really a conclusion to that moment in which she realized she wasn't really part of the group anyway.
Yeah, I agree. It felt like nothing happened.
Yeah.
So, but
that happens a lot. It happened as well with when she and Reina were still kind of trying to know each other, and she was afraid that Reina wouldn't like her because she was friends with the basketball team. Because Reina is like just so out there about no one can date the basketball team, no girls allowed inside that beautiful boys love circle that I want to photograph.
Yep, she's amazing though. I really like her character.
Oh yeah.
She's like, I think from out of all of the characters, she is the perfect friend for Mitsuki, because whenever there's something up with her, there was this moment where she wanted to ask Towa out on a date as well, but she didn't know how to say it, and Reina-chan was just like, no, do it like this, and she just, like, she tries to help, although she knows Mitsuki won't do it, but she kind of gives her, like, a push in the right direction, I guess.
She
So,
is really supportive in her own weird way.
yep.
Like
Yeah,
she is a really good friend.
yeah, she can be a little bit yandere as well, which was a
I love her cameras though, like the
yeah.
big cameras that get bigger every time she goes after the basketball boys.
I not yeah that and just like oh I have an important meeting and then she just goes take pictures of the basketball guys. It's
Or
like
like just leaves Mitsuki in a weird situation so that she can take advantage of it and get more pictures.
yeah. I like how that worked out though. That she was like totally fine with it. With like, oh Mitsuki, you know, oh that's good. I can get better pictures that way.
Yeah.
So that was good.
Uh, what else? I mean, there's still other characters that we haven't talked about. Obviously, we haven't talked about the rest of the basketball team yet.
Yeah, the one that stood out the most for these last chapters was a glasses guy. So
What's his face? Yeah, I don't remember his name, but I have it here because I'm on
I
top of
wrote
it.
down glasses guy.
Kyosuke.
Yeah.
Kyosuke is his name, but that's fine. Glasses guy is his persona.
Yeah. He's cool. He's cool, but he's kind of like mysterious and kind of weird in a way, but then he's also mature.
He's a little bit evil in
Yeah.
a way. Like he really takes something out of understanding what's going on with everybody and what everybody is worrying about and just going to them and making it worse or making them think about it again. Like with
Yeah.
Mitsuki, he's always like, I know there's something happened, so he's all up in her face.
Yeah, that's true. I like him though. He's
Yeah, he's
interesting.
fun.
Okay. So
Yeah, the others don't really stand out at all.
no, except for like the girl that we met on the last few chapters, I guess. So her name is I can never say her name, but her name is Sudowu. That's her name. She's interesting,
Sounds
but
like a Pokemon.
yeah. Oh, Sudowu, yeah. She's I don't know. I don't know what to think about her so far because we haven't seen her that much. She does seem like the character that is very sweet though and understanding, but since she has like a love interest in Toa as well, I'm kind of afraid that it will clash with Mitsuki if she finds out. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. At this point is like that really weird situation in which they're both working really hard towards getting Toa, but they don't understand the other is doing that, so they're kind of like trying to help each other, but they're not like really sure of what's going on. So I think at some point it will become clear and they'll be like, how can we be friends and go after the same guy?
Yeah.
So that's
But
probably gonna happen.
then again, if that happens, Reina-chan will be there and she will be like, no dating.
She'll be all stabby, stabby, stab.
Yeah. Oh man, she's awesome.
Yeah, but apart from that, like, as I said, they're mostly what you look at them and they're exactly what you think they would be. So with her, she's the other love interest that has known him for a little bit better and longer. It's not like she's the childhood friend per se, but she's kind of playing in that field. She knew him and she had already a crush on him.
Yeah, that's true. But she's only been there for not too long, so I guess, like, for now, she is kind of butting it into Toa and Mitsuki, and then we have Aya-chan, so at both sides, we have, like, someone now who is interested in either of them.
But Aya is so pushy, though.
Yeah, Aya is super pushy.
I don't like it.
Yeah, he comes off, like, really rude and, like, full of himself and all of that stuff. At first he didn't. I feel like at first he didn't really come off as that.
No, it became worse, I think, in these last few chapters. Because first it was like he came back and he just kind of saw that she was with another guy. So I think it's understandable that he was like, well, I was here first and she's my friend. And I know her and I want to get back like to knowing her since we've been far away for so long.
Yeah.
And then it just became this really weird, I want to touch your butt even though I haven't seen you forever. And I don't know which kind of person you grew into, but I don't care because in my head, you've always been there supporting me.
Yeah. That's true. He's, I don't know. I don't like him, but at the same time, I don't hate him either. Because of him, I feel like there's been happening a lot between the two
Hmm.
main characters. So that's a good thing. But then again, like the latest chapters, whenever he showed up, I got just like super annoyed because
Yeah.
I knew that either Mitsuki would get not harassed, but I mean, she would just be like there being awkward with him and not knowing what to do, or either Toa would see it, or one of Toa's friends would see it, and it would
Yeah.
always be
He will
something.
always be glasses guy.
Yeah, he sees everything.
It's like I saw what you did in the park.
Yeah. uh, but yeah, that.
No, I agree. I think without him, it would probably like we wouldn't be as into the rest of the sweet moments
Mm,
because he's kind of there just to make you go like, I don't want this guy to win, so I'll support Toa.
yeah.
And other than that, I mean, with the manga being pretty flatlined and not a lot of exciting moments, you just have like some sweet moments between the two, but you wouldn't really get that drama, even though it's not like really, really drama,
Yeah.
but you wouldn't get the other thing to balance it out.
Yeah, that's true.
But speaking of sweet moments, what's your favorite? We had plenty since
Oh yeah,
chapter 5.
there were a lot of them. I think my favorite now was either the one with the towel that he put on her head and then hugged her, because he had that pretty big panel of that, or either the one when they were in the park, or I don't, or at the basketball court. I'm not too sure, but when he let her sign his wristband and then they held hands like
Yeah,
awkwardly.
that was surprising. I
It
wouldn't
was.
expect it to go that fast with him.
Hmm.
I mean, that fast, but I mean for shoujo.
Yeah.
It's usually like, oh, what if I touch his hand? And what if I don't? And
Uh-huh.
they didn't really do that, so that was kind of surprising. I really
Yep.
like the one in which she finds him sleeping, though.
Oh yeah.
Because he's always sleeping, but like
True.
really sleeping in class. Like
Yeah.
he just gets there and is like,
Yeah, the moment he gets
he's
in,
out.
he falls asleep. Yeah, that's true.
So
Yeah,
he's
that was
always
really
late for
sweet.
practice and stuff, so she always gets to be creepy and look at his sleeping face, but kind
Yeah,
of wake him up to go to practice because she's a nice person.
yeah, exactly. That was a good moment as well. And I feel like we're gonna have a lot of other new and exciting ones. I can't wait because that's like stuff
Yeah.
that is like my favorite from the manga, like the really like sweet moments as well, like the most
Yeah.
when they are connecting. So yeah.
What else was on your fancy list about what we had to talk about again?
Well, in between all of like the fluff moments, we also have like the basketball games, which we don't see too much of, but
If you hadn't noticed from everything that we talked about, basketball takes a very small part in this manga.
yeah, it does. It's just like Toa being in a basketball team with all of his friends, and Mitsuki kind of supporting him through that, but also connecting with him because
Yeah.
of basketball. So, and the same for Ayachan because he's super popular. Apparently, of course he is. So
He's like a really like a genius player kind of thing or
yeah,
something. I don't know. He's in magazines and stuff,
yeah. Who would have thought?
right? No, but I think that leads flawlessly into us talking about the art and how they
Mm.
draw those parts as well.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you agree, but generally the art is pretty good.
Hmm.
It's not mind blowing, but it's pretty
No.
standard and good and consistent.
Mhm.
But you can really tell that the artist wasn't like, I want to draw full on basketball games.
Oh no. Of
That's
course.
not the field that they're playing in
No.
at all. So even the basketball parts that we get are like 2 panels, 3 panels of just close ups of faces and stuff. It's not like I don't want to be Kuroko no Basket.
Yeah, that's true. You see like a few close-ups like when they score or whatever, but when they play, it's like 2 panels and then it's like, oh, we won. Okay, done.
Yeah.
So that's kind of it. So don't expect a lot of basketball if you're looking for something sports, because this is not it.
Nope.
It's just a fun like
There
side
are
thing.
there are games you don't even get it's like Mitsuki didn't go to watch that game, so she gets a text that says, "We won," and that's it.
Yeah, exactly. And they're like, "Oh, okay, we're gonna eat pie or we're gonna drink tea in a coffee shop."
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about the coffee shop.
Yeah, Nana-chan.
Nana-chan is great. I really like
awesome.
her.
Yeah. It seems like every Nana in any anime is like a good character. Like a badass female every time. And I like it.
I don't know. The show named Nana has two Nanas, and I feel very different to both, so...
I haven't seen it yet, so I mean, I can't really say. But, yeah, Nana is a really good friend to Mitsuki. She's really supporting, but she's really down to earth. That's what I really like about her.
Yeah, she's like, she definitely gives a slightly older vibe, like Glasses Guy, but in a different way, like in a more responsible kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm working and I'm doing college, and if this guy wants to get me, he can't text me or send his friends.
Yeah.
She's just like very grounded.
Yeah, but she did sign the wristband for the Yujido, which was sweet.
Yeah.
Although she was like, what should I put on it? Like, I don't know. And it's like, I don't know, it was something like, do your best, you jerk, or something like that. Like, it was funny, but he was so happy with it.
Yeah, and she was like, tell him I said good luck, but she wasn't like, oh, good luck to him. She was like, tell him because it will make him happy, but I don't care.
Yeah, oh, I love that about her. She's cool.
Yeah, she's cool.
Otherwise, I don't think there's like a lot of other characters that stand out, because the other guys from the group are very silent, and when they do stuff, it is funny for like one panel, and that's kind of it. It's like they just kind of like react to things, I guess, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they're just, for the most part, they're just there for the boys will be boys act of when they're all together, but as standalone, they don't really have anything going on.
No.
It's the guy that likes Nana, and it's the guy that doesn't like any girl, but is fine with all girls giving him presents because he's okay with making people happy, but it's not invested. Mm-hmm. And then you have Glasses Guy, which is the best one, and Toa.
Yeah, that's basically it. So,
yeah.
I don't think I have anything else that
we touched on everything.
Yeah, I think like most stuff that happened were the sweet moments though, so, and the other stuff we talked about, so we kind of have a cliffhanger, but it's not that major, so it's just like at the beginning of a game, and when Aya-chan confronts Mitsuki again, she needs to give the towel back to Toa still while being in shock, I'm guessing. So
I do want to see that. Well, it's not going to happen because he said it wasn't going to happen, but there was this mention that they would all go on a group date. It was kind of the way that they solved the Aya wants to go on a date with Mitsuki.
Yeah, that's true.
But then he was
funny.
Like, but I was like, I'm not going to do it anyhow. So I don't think we're going to get it. Yeah, but that would be funny.
Yeah, he wouldn't do it, but it was funny how Toa reacted, because he was like, okay, yeah, sure. That's good. That sounds good. And he was like, are you serious?
Yeah.
I love that.
So yeah, next few chapters that we get are going to be more focused on games, I'm guessing, because Toa has to get to Aya so they can fight it off like real men.
Yeah. A little bit, I'm expecting a little bit of drama, and after that game, it should be like, well, it's first like a game against other teams, I think, and then the next one would be the last one, and it would be Aya versus Toa, which should be interesting, and I think it will go pretty fast since like the first and second game has taken like no time, so it should be good. I mean, I'm not expecting too much, honestly, but I am expecting some drama since they will be so close together, like every one of them.
Yeah, something will happen, but I don't think it's gonna be like... Again, it's fine if you don't know it for a while. It's not gonna kill you.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's probably gonna be solved really fast.
Oh yeah, probably. So, yeah, final thoughts?
I guess we kind of started with our final thoughts,
Yeah,
but it's like,
in a way.
well, I'd like people that watch our show to at least give it a try and tell us what they think is good or bad about it. Because
Mhm.
for me, I'm not invested in the manga. I can read it easily. It's not gonna tire me
Yeah.
because it's not too many chapters and they're very short. And so it's like if you're tired and you're in bed and you want to read something while your brain shuts off, it works.
Yeah.
But it's probably a manga that I wouldn't miss in my life if it didn't exist, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. I
Like, there's a
agree.
lot of other shoujo that I think are way better and
Mhm.
that I get a lot of other things besides just relaxing.
Yeah, that's true. I agree
So,
on that.
yeah.
I'm just in it for the fluff really, and that's kind of it. So I do like the characters a lot though that they have, and I do recommend it to people who want some shoujo, just like a break from
Yeah.
everything, just want to read something sweet. This
Well,
is
I
like a good
guess
one.
if you want something shoujo that's not like really super intense hardcore shoujo with flowers everywhere, like if
Yeah.
you're not that into the shoujo genre, this one is pretty light.
Yeah, that's true.
So it kind of gets the best of both worlds, I
Mhm.
guess. For me, I like when I want fluff, I want more serious fluff.
Yeah, I get that. Like more meaning into it as well, and stuff,
Mhm.
more feelings, because they do show their feelings, but it's not like out there yet.
Yeah.
So it might still
Well,
come.
but in a way, it's also good, I guess, because most of the shoujo that I like, or that most people like, it's really not realistic,
Mm.
especially not for that age range.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it's kind of refreshing in a way to see them taking it less like, I'm gonna put my life on the line for you because you're my eternal love. Because they're in high school, so that's fine.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I agree. So I guess that is kind of it for this video,
Yeah,
and
we
we
made
will.
it.
We made it. Finally. So this has been fun. Again, though, if you have any recommendations for us for like new manga to read or whatever, we can always do like a first impression or check it out. That would always
Yeah.
be fun because we like reading manga as well, obviously. So, and same goes for like other
Yeah, other stuff in
that you
general.
want to recommend that we can check out or we can talk about, just like subjects. That's all fine. You can all put that in the comments, and then we can arrange something. So
But we do have a topic for next week, right?
we do. We do have a topic for next week, and that will be we will be discussing the winter season. So lots of anime. Not really. Not really, because
Well,
there's not too much.
it's fine. It's just not going to be 4 videos worth of content, but it's going to be better because we'll be checking out more serious stuff.
Yeah, exactly. That's true.
And maybe
So,
statues. I don't know.
maybe. Be
You'll have to
sure.
see our next show.
Yep. So we will be talking about that next week, so you can look forward to that. And thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this. And we will see you soon. Bye.
Bye.